and I want to go to that, right?
Yes.
All right. Can y'all see the PowerPoint now?
You can unmute. Can you guys see this?
Yes.
Okay.
Say what I did this because I couldn't.
Okay, so she's going to try and split the screen so we can see you and the presentation.
This is what I did the other day.
Oh, that works.
It's not really the best way. I don't know how else to do it, though.
Well, that's better.
All right, so y'all can still see the PowerPoint, correct? The presentation?
Yes. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Perfect. So just our expectations with remote learning, just like it was when we were on the AB schedule. Some of the expectations are that you check in with your teachers every day by 9 a.m. just with a Dojo message. And that's just to let us know that you are up and going to be learning that day. You don't have to necessarily start then, but just that you are going to be doing work that day. We also want you to submit pictures of your work each day to your Class Dojo portfolio. You'll attend and participate in Google Meets, and your individual teacher will kind of let you know as we get those times for sure settled. We'll let you know what those will be on Class Dojo as well. And then you're also supposed to watch all the video lessons on the remote calendar before you complete your work, just like you have been doing on Wednesdays. So these are some pictures on Class Dojo. I know a lot of you, at least in my class, send pictures in messages, which works fine, but because it'll be so many pictures coming in right now, especially, we're trying to get you to go to your students' portfolio so then we can look and just see all of the work that your student has submitted. So to do that, you will use your parent account, and you'll click on your little picture up in the top corner, and then you can click on your student's, on your child's name, like the pictures in this slideshow.
Make that bigger. There you go.
I didn't know you could do that. We're always learning new things with this technology stuff right now. And so you will click on your child's name to kind of go to their student account. And then after that, you will go to activity, and then you can click the little plus arrow, and you will be able to add any pictures that you've taken, just like you send in a message to us, but you'll be able to add it to their portfolio only. And we have the pictures right here to show you kind of what to click. Then it's easier for us to look back and see exactly what was submitted each day in case there are any questions and things like that.
Are there any questions so far? You guys understand what you're doing? Riley, is your mom around? Is she listening? Okay, tell her that she can jump in if she has a question, that she can come and ask it, okay? Okay.
All right. Next, some Google Meet expectations. Do you want to do this slide?
Sure. All right. So here are some things that we'd like to expect, because I know in my Google Meets, I'm going to be doing some teaching, as well as, going over work and things like that. And I think Ms. Hines is going to do the same thing. So our first expectation, of course, is to make sure you're wearing appropriate attire. So basically meaning, please wear appropriate clothing for a Google Meet. Number 2, please have your child sitting at a desk or table, because if you're flopped on your bed or lying on the floor or wrapped up in a blanket, we can't really tell if you're focused. And then number 3, please mute the microphone, which you all did. You did an awesome job. You mute the microphone when you enter the meeting and while we're teaching. And then, and if you have a question, of course, you can unmute and ask the question. And then number 4, make sure you have your back against a wall or like some kind of background to eliminate distractions. And then number 5, please make sure you have all your school materials with you before starting the meeting. That helps, because if we're waiting for you to go get your stuff, it's a lot of, wasted time. Kind of like in class, that's why I do a countdown, like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, so you can get your stuff out. And then number 6, if your child is not following directions or is distracting the class, they'll be removed from the meeting for the day and we'll lose dojo points. I know that I'll be doing that. If But I don't foresee any of you guys doing that. But just, just as a reminder. All right, so those are our expectations for our Google Meets.
Alrighty, and just some general information because I'm sure y'all and plenty of other parents have questions about everything going on right now. We are going to have a packet pickup, and it's actually ready now. So starting like at 3 o'clock today, or really when we get off of Google Meet, they are out front on the bench right beside where you enter the K2 hallway, where the kids come in every morning. They'll know exactly where that's at. They're on the benches right there. We will each have a tote or a bucket or something out there with our name on it, and each child has a folder in there, so you'll just get your folder. And that has all of your remote work in it for all of next week, both days next week, and all of the following week. December, I think it is 4th. Is it 4th through not 4th through the 7th? This is the week before that. November 30th through the 4th. It has both of those weeks that we're closed down already ready to go in there. And the boxes will be out anytime this evening and anytime all day tomorrow, probably till 6 or 7 o'clock at least. So you can come at your convenience whenever you have time. But please keep your child's work from Wednesday, today, and tomorrow. Just keep that at home instead of trying to return it. And we'll have you send everything back all together when we come back to school. That'll just be the easiest right now.
Let me do this one.
You can.
All right, so some school closing information, just in case you weren't aware of what's going on. So as of right now, school is closed until December 3rd, and then students will return on Thursday, December 3rd. So you guys will return on that day. The packet has work for the next 2 weeks included, just like she talked about. If we return on the 3rd, then your child will not need to complete the last 2 days. You won't have to complete Thursday and Friday of that week. But we sent the work just in case we don't, for some reason they extend it, then, don't worry about it. Just only do the days that you're not in school. Okay, just like you do on a remote day. Just do the days that you're not at school. And then, like I said, we include them just in case. Oh, if you need internet help, like if you need some internet out there at your house, our school has hotspots, and they're available for pickup if you call the front office during school hours. So if you need a hotspot, just call the front office and they'll get you set up. Yeah, that's Brian. Hi, Brian.
You're the only one here. I think so far.
Yeah.
All right, so just some resources, and some of these will be listed specifically in our calendar with assignments, and some are just extra. Always good practice for your child to do at home. So Get Epic is something we use in class all the time. So they know how, and it has tons and tons of books for them to just log in and read. So they can go into their class link and enter in our class code, and they should know how to get onto that because they do it by themselves at school. We also have Freckle that's in our class link, and here's the little icon for it. And they can log into that as well, and it has reading and math practice in it for them to practice at home, just over and above their assignments if they need extra help on something or just because it's great practice. There's also iStation, which we do the assessment for kind of every month at school, just to progress monitor their reading. And they have games and practice things they can log in and do on that. So when they go to iStation under class link, they'll click on the reading with ISIP, and that should be familiar to them as well. So they can click on that, and it has just little spelling practice and reading comprehension and things like that for them to practice.
Brian, can you mute your microphone? Yeah? I don't know how they get him to mute it.
I don't know how to either.
Okay, I'm sorry. I mean, I keep hearing background noise.
What's that? And then Storyline Online is the next one here. And they just have tons of read alouds of different books as well, just as something enjoyable for your child to listen to. And NC Wisel as well is kind of
like a search engine
Yeah.
type thing where you can find information. It's kind of like Google, except more kid friendly.
They have tons of stuff about animals. I know a lot of the kids in my class, at least, love reading about animals. And so you can look up just about any animal and find information on it and things like that. Just interesting facts.
Mm-hmm. All right, so now we're opening the floor, so to speak. Do you have any questions that for us that were not on the slide show, or something that you may have thought of, you know, that we haven't answered yet? Okay, Ava raised her hand.
All right. Yes, Ava, you can unmute yourself and ask it, or Mom.
Yeah.
Okay, so for me, obviously, Mrs. Hines, you know that work has been crazy for us over here.
Yeah.
David will obviously still check her in, but if he has problems with anything, like figuring out anything, because he never paid attention to it before, so it's all new to him too. So if he has problems or whatever, is it okay if she kind of, on the days that he's home with her, that she can kind of wait and get stuff done with me on the days that I'm home, just to kind of make sure he's not stressed out and freaking out about making sure he gets it done too, because I have to show him how to even get into the portfolio for Dojo. So
That's fine. As long as she gets it all done, I'm not worried about y'all getting it done at all. And he can always message me on Dojo.
Okay.
And I mean, we're pretty much not free by any means, but free to answer questions all day long.
Okay.
Because we have no kids here.
Right.
So I can answer questions, and I can also set up one-on-one Google Meets if there's something she's not understanding or walking him through it, things like that. We can set up a meeting, and I can say, hey, yeah, we'll get on a Google Meet in 10 minutes, and I'll explain it or show you how to do it.
Okay.
Or call, anything like that. We're pretty much available all day
Okay.
long.
He just gets a little overwhelmed because he's like, oh, I didn't do it at all last year. So he's just kind of all new again.
I'm sure. But yes, she can wait and do it with you, or he can message or call the school with any questions and things like that too.
Okay.
All right, looks like my Ava has raised her hand. Ava, you can unmute now.
I was wondering, you were mentioning picking up the packets of work. Is that something that we can do like any time this week, like tomorrow?
Yes, I have a box. Me personally, my basket is outside, and it's going to be outside the K2 hallway at the school. So all you have to do is drive up through the Cartwrighter line, go up to the entrance to the K2 hallway, just like if she was going to class, and my basket's right there, and you just pull her folder out and you're all set.
Okay, so we park and get out and go just.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Yeah, because we won't have like a packet pickup or anything. You could pick it up anytime you need to.
Okay.
Yep. I think we're going to leave them out there. Like I said, they'll be out at like 3 o'clock today, and they'll be out all evening and all day tomorrow, probably till 6 or 7 tomorrow night.
Mm-hmm. All right. Any other questions? Oh, I wanted to say for my class, I know I haven't had conferences yet. I will now be available during the day for conferences. So just message me a time, and we can do a Google Meet, and we can talk about your child's progress during the day instead of having to come in for an in-person meeting. So you can just shoot me a Dojo message, and I'm going to try and send out a schedule to put everybody in different time slots. So just putting that out there. Are there any other questions about work or expectations or anything like that for today? No?
All right. I think that it, where's that? I think
That
is
was-
it. Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So thank y'all for coming. Please continue to let us know. I know my two, especially on here, are great about asking questions and anything like that. Let us know. And like I said, we'll be getting, as we get responses, we'll get Google Meets, hopefully kind of the same time every day, set up as a little bit of a routine for the short while that it is.
Yeah.
We'll kind of have some sort of normal.
All right. Well, I miss you guys already.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I'm hoping that at least putting the Google Meets in will help it feel a little more normal than just, sending you home and not really seeing you guys for 2 weeks or so. So, yeah, my Google Meets, I'm scheduling them for 9:30 and 2 o'clock. So that's for my class. And I'll send you guys out a code that you can use to get on. So, and we'll start that tomorrow. Just sort of like an introduction type thing. So, all right.
Well, I guess let us know if you have any questions or if you think of anything. And thank you for coming and participating.
Bye. Bye, Brian. I wonder if we end the
You
meeting.
can't. No, don't end it. Because then he's left in there. Brian, do you know how to end it? Yep, just hang up on the meeting.
Yeah, press the little red phone at the bottom of the screen. The little red phone at the bottom of your screen.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's a way to get him. We can remove him. Stop presenting.
Oh, that is still meeting.
Yeah, so y'all just moved yours out here, guys.